Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. What we want to go through is the market outlook on the indices, and then we'll be looking at these um, stocks that was posted in the email. Okay, so let's recap on STI. If you were to look at the drawing over here, where STI was anticipated to hit this 3213, following what it had done in the past before it pulled back down. But so far, it hasn't done that this week. So what you can see was that STI went down on Monday and then hang on within the range of trade. So the range of trade between this 3125 to 3167. So this is a consolidation movement. And what you would anticipate is that this, or what we expect is that this the movement that we mentioned last week, where the index is supposed to go up and pull back, may not happen already. Okay, so what we are looking forward is that the index to remain in this consolidation zone. Okay, and we have some rebound tomorrow because currently we see a hammer pattern. And if the index can hit back 3167, then there might be a chance for it to break up. But if this 3167 hold resolutely, then the consolidation continue, and then we are looking at the market to break away from this 3167 or 3125 to form the next trend. So if you see 3125 broken, then the index will continue its bigger trend, which is a downtrend. So you can see lower high, lower high, lower high over here. And next, it will be a lower low somewhere around here. But will it happen? Right. Again, like I mentioned, today is a hammer. As you can see, index tested the low, attempted to break the low, but managed to held resolutely and fought back strongly. So this is a positive sign, and let's see how it can perform going forward. To tell us whether it's going to be bullish or bearish depends on 3125 or 3167. Okay, so it will be bullish if it's 3167 is cleared. Okay, be bearish if 3125 is cleared. Let's look at Hang Seng. We see Hang Seng struggle to move up as this index were to test its downtrend lower channel line, and it has to rebound from here in order to be able to form the uptrend, or the much needed uptrend. So the trend line that we expect the index to test is around here. This is a very strong resistance, and if the index can move up to test 16322 and then to 16644 or thereabouts, and then break out, then we have an uptrend. So there's a lot of work remain to be done for the index. So hopefully Hang Seng can turn out to be a positive one instead of going back down to this multiple year low at 1457. There is before that 14571, there is a support here, which is around 14784. Okay, so this forms a zonal support, and the index has to show some signs in order to be bullish. And tomorrow it'll be best that it can close around 15937 to show us strength. The S&P 500 last night had a heavy sell-off because of the interest rate decision. So there is no interest rate hike as anticipated, okay, by the market. But because the interest rate is not going to cut anytime soon, the market decided to sell off. But the good thing is that it actually touched our projected level before it pulled back. So the technical aspect of this ascending triangle is already fulfilled. Next is to look at the market. What would it form going forward? So if it's going to continue lower to retest this support level and then rebound and form another ascending triangle, we welcome this kind of signals because this gives us opportunity to trade and make profit from it. Okay, so let's hope that the market can give us more positive signs, right, going forward. This pullback may be heavy sell-off, but it is not the end of the world. So do look out for a good opportunity to re-enter into the market. Now let's take a look at the email here. We have a lot of stocks actually mentioned. So we have Baba, okay, City Development, Singtel, Sembcorp Industries, SATS, Fraser Property, UMS, Joe Energy. Okay, so let's look at Baba. So see Baba whether can continue its strength higher after its founder bought into the shares. Okay, so you can see Baba, right, the pullback from its high over here at 74, and today try to rebound higher to 70 to the high of 72.89, oh sorry, 72.66 thereabouts. Okay, so we are looking at this counter forming an inverted hammer right now. Okay, because it cannot maintain its bullishness, and it decided to pull back to trade to $70 level, 71.95 right now. But doesn't matter. What we want to see is that tomorrow it have a higher closing. Currently, Hong Kong market is closed now. It's 4:04 p.m. So tomorrow, hopefully, it can go back to test this level at about 73.57, break up from there, and then start an uptrend. Okay, so basically Jack Ma and Joe's eyes entry into the stocks definitely shows confident about the counter, but it has to continue the buying momentum in order to develop into an uptrend. Okay, next counter we are going to look at City Development and Singtel. So City Development and Singtel, right, if I was looking at City and was trying to rebound from this low with bullish counter attack and hammer pattern, but the condition is that it must go to 637 and break up from there. But unfortunately, due to the interest rate not going to cut anytime soon, the property market suffers again. So we have to continue to wait on to see a real rebound from this counter, especially the counter is going to announce results soon. And when is it going to happen? Yeah, we are keeping an eye on that development. Okay, so Singtel, symmetrical triangle. Let's see how it perform. Okay, so City Development, heavy sell down today. So you can see high volume sell off. So the volume extremely high, and we see the counters actually is at its major supports at about 597 or 595. Okay, so it is breaking down, and what would be the next potential movement for this counter is that if it is going to be a reversal, it should hold at this support level and then make a quick comeback to hit the resistance around here first. All right, so there is a resistance around $6.23, and then we are looking at the 637. So we see that the hammer over here did not have a confirmation, did not go to 637. So therefore, this explains the weakness over here. So this counter really need a catalyst to move up. And if it doesn't have a clear catalyst, therefore, I think for those who are holding this counter should use this, sleep and wait strategy where, wait until the day when the counters are really, or the market really awaken this sleeping giant. Okay. Let's look at the next one. We have Singtel. Okay, so Singtel attempted to break out over here, but it failed as it closed back into the symmetrical triangle. As it develops, it is less and less looking like a symmetrical triangle. So I would see this as a consolidation waiting for the next clear direction. So Singtel has a major resistance now at 245, then the next resistance will be 248. And then we still have a trend line. So the uptrend line is still intact. And as it develop further, you need the uptrend line to remain intact. So meaning to say the stocks trade slightly edging higher and higher along the uptrend line. Then it has to break out above this resistance at 245, 248. Okay, so let's see how Singtel develops going forward. Then we have Sembcorp and SATS. So we have Sembcorp Industry. So what about Sembcorp Industry here in the email? It mentioned here that Sembcorp Industry is looking at to be bullish. So the counter has a bit of commendable rebound. And we are looking at the favorable breakout, a positive breakout over here, right, towards 604. But I think Sembcorp only went as high as 57 plus. Okay, then SATS, we are anticipating a rebound from this support at 273, and if it can break out above 280 to trade to 281, 282, it increases its chance to go back to 295 resistance. So let's see Sembcorp Industry. Sembcorp Industry broke out strongly. Look at the volume. Okay, and it had a 2 days of weakness over here. As you can see, it pulled back with declining volume. This is a bullish flag pattern. So as it develops, I'm going to post in the email again to update everyone. If this is a flat pattern and we are looking for the next breakout to hit our 603 target level. Okay, so then we have SATS. So SATS, after posting it, it did not actually close back above 280. So no action, right? I did not take any action until today. We can see today is at 281, 282. So therefore, I took a position myself, right, to look at this as a positive movement. As you can see, the pullback is of a lower volume, and then as it rebounded, the volume actually went higher. So this is showing the sign of buying pressure. So we are looking for more positive movement here, anticipating if the counter can continue higher, it should be able to hit 295 resistance. Okay, so the support at 272, 273 now becomes a major one. So let's see whether it can continue higher. Next will be Fraser Property. Well, I'm really out of counters. I must be honest, I'm really out of counter this week because I saw a lot of counters went into consolidations. So I'm trying to find something that is bullish on a bullish trend and then try to follow its trend. So Fraser Property fulfill that criteria as it trends above its 20-day MA, and then there's a chance for it to form its higher low. Okay, so of course I'm worried about this uptrend because the trend could end right abruptly if it cannot form the next higher low. So that's why on the flip side, if the counter fail to move higher, breaking below 93 cents can lead to a change of trend. Okay, so let's see how Fraser Property performs. So after I posted the email, Fraser Property in fact gave dividend, and it caused the counter to have a long black candle. So as a trader, if you are looking at the email like this and saw that the dividend is paying out that day, or rather XD that day, then what would you do? I would stand aside and watch what comes to the counter. So if the counter managed to develop a positive movement higher than the previous day candle, then I would try to take action. If not, I would just wait and see. So far that wait and see action hasn't failed me much. As we can see, Fraser Property fails to material a rebound, actually is going down lower. So if you look at the trend, to maintain a bull trend, we really need to have the counter to be above 20-day MA, right? That will be a stronger trend. So we can see the 20-day MA is compromised the next day. Okay, after the long black. Okay, here the next day continues with a long black. And the next chance for the counter is the 50-day MA. So you can see the 50-day MA is 845, and the counter may hit there before it develops another bullish one. So we've got to wait and see. So if Fraser Property doesn't have any positive sign, I would just scrape off this counter, because this counter doesn't have any good impression with me, except that recently they are trying to do some asset and enhancement. You know, when you do asset enhancement program, the share price tend to appreciate, which it had already done so. So the question is how far it can go further. So maybe this is the end of the rally, and then the counter will go back to sleep like it had been doing in the past. Okay, so I shall ignore this counter until it shows me signs again. Then we have UMS. Okay, so UMS is right now at this uptrend line. So it did this placement. Okay, as I found out that it actually did placement through CIMB to the retailers. So I was hoping that it can place to some big funds, but actually it placed to retailers, which is not really a positive sign to us, because this group of retailers may not form the main force, may not be the main force in the market. But we shall see what's going to happen. So let's take a look at the chart. So we can see here is that, yeah. So UMS, the uptrend line is here, and the trend remain intact. As you can see, UMS rebounded to 131, so holding on the uptrend line, and the resistance at 140, 141 is the target if we can rebound strongly. Previously, if you bought it at 133, 131, then congrats. If you have taken profit at 140. So I saw some of them try to take profit at 140, and if you have succeeded in doing so, yes, before the announcement of placement came in, right, that is a so-called wise move on a hindsight lah. But if you are still holding this counter, let's hope that this counter can close at 132, so that we have a chance to see this counter hit back to 140. Okay, the overall uptrend remains intact, so we shall see what's going to happen to UMS going forward. Next will be Geo Energy. So Geo Energy had a very nice breakout. Okay, yesterday after posted, it did not. It failed to disappoint. In fact, it encourages you know, the stocks to go to its resistance at 395. Okay, so today we have a slight pullback. The volume is not high, so just watch on. So maybe it may eventually hit 395 resistance, or even 40 cents or 405 resistance. Because you can see overall in the past, this is a zonal resistance ranging from 395 to 405. Okay, so there is a good chance for the counter to move right itself to this resistance, especially the uptrend is very nice over here. Okay, yesterday breakouts volume was high as well. Okay, so thank you for viewing this week's video. I will see you next week, and hopefully we see more upside with the counters that we're holding. Okay, see you. Goodbye.